welcome to my channel, Fantasy Diamonds. My name is Miruna, and in today's video, we are going to be doing our first whip and chat. Now, for those of you who are new to diamond painting, let's go over what a whip and chat is, basically. So, WIP stands for work in progress. So, I am going to be working on my current canvas, and we are going to be chatting. But it's not actually a chat, it's more of me just monologuing, right? So that's what's going to happen for today's video. And I am working on Fairy of Dreams by Ivy Dolomore. And I'm working on this canvas because I'm participating in the Ivy Dolomore event that is going on over on Facebook. And it is being hosted by Michaela Renee, by Ashley from Messy Girl Crafts, and by the Principal Painter. So if you follow all of these content creators for diamond painting, I love them to pieces. That watching them is what has, influenced me to start my own channel. So this is our first whip and chat. And because it is our first whip and chat, I thought, what better way to start this new channel than by you getting to know me? Therefore, let's talk about my favorite subject, me. Just joking. So, hi guys. My name is Miruna, and I am, I'm not actually yet 38 years old. I will be next month. I was born in 88 in Bucharest, Romania on 22nd of July. So fun fact about this is that astrologically speaking, I am a Cancer, but I identify as a Leo because, as far as I read, was told, what have you, Leo, because it is a fire sign, it influences more than just the limit days in which, the house is active. And I do tend to agree with that because I have way more traits from the Leo sign than I do from the Cancer sign. So yeah, I identify as a Leo. I have been married for 7 years, and I've been with my husband for 9, actually. My husband's name is Tudor. That's a very Romanian name, but if it rings a bell, it might be because of the Tudor dynasty in the UK, but it has nothing to do with that. It's just a name, very popular in Romania, by the way. I have 2 daughters. The oldest one is 5 years and 4 months old, and her name is Meda. And the second one is 2 years and 7 months old, and her name is Thea. So very short names. And that's actually very funny because we decided to go with short names because it's much easier to yell after them. Just kidding. But actually, not really. That was one of the arguments. But yeah, we really love these names, both my husband and I, so we picked them, right? So, what else? I live in Munich, Germany, but as you have heard by now, I am not German. I'm actually Romanian, born in Bucharest. I moved to Germany in 2013, which would be 13 years ago. I moved here because I followed a master program at the Cologne Business School. And then I got a job, and that's a whole nother story. We will get into that later in this video, or maybe in another video. We'll just have to wait and see. Right. So, what else can I tell you? That's basically the base information about myself. I have a 9 to 5 job. Well, 9 to 5, not really 9 to 5, it's 8 to 4, but you get the gist. Diamond painting wise, that's a very interesting story because I have been diamond painting for, I want to say 4 years, I think. Yeah, I think 4 years. Speaking of, I should be doing something, right? I just get to talking and I forget to work. So I started diamond painting about 4 years ago. But back then I only did, those canvases off of Amazon. So you can imagine the quality was not the greatest, not the greatest. Regardless, I fell in love with the craft. And I did actually 2 diamond paintings off of Amazon. And one of them is currently sitting in the staircase, on the stairwell actually. And then the other one is in the hallway. So after doing those, both of them are rounds, by the way. After doing those, I was like, oh my God, I am absolutely in love with this craft. I want to do more things. I want to do bigger things. I will do it. So I ended up ordering a canvas from a German company, a German diamond painting company, which was made to order. And it was a Banksy design. So I did that one because it was requested from one of my friends to do that design for her because she really likes Banksy designs. And I said, you know what? It's fine. We're fine. I will just put up a picture here so you can see the one that I'm talking about. As you can see, the picture looks very nice. It's super nice. It's very impactful, very meaningful, has a lot of depth to it, right? But to diamond paint, it's a mother. And why is that? Because you have a lot of color blocking of white and black. But then the confetti is literally on another level. You have like one drill of a color, and then 2 drills of another color, and then 1 drill of another color, and then. So I think I worked on this one when I was pregnant with Thea, right? So I worked on that one for a couple of months, and then it burned me out. It burned me out. So I stopped working on it, and I tried to resume it a couple of times, but again, I was like, oh, I don't want this. But, I'm a fan of color blocking. In case you don't know what color blocking is basically where you have chunks and bigger parts of a canvas where you have the same color. You don't have to change the color in your tray. And confetti is the exact opposite. Even when you have, multiple colors in one particular section. So I tried to resume it, but then I just fell out of it many times. And then I stopped altogether for about 2 years. For about 2 years, yeah. Then I went into painting by numbers, and that took me a while. I have many paintings around the house, which I think I'll end up taking down and putting all of these diamond paintings, but that's just an idea. So yeah, that burned me out. And then come March this year, my parents and my husband's mother comes to visit for Easter. So because we have so many people around the house and the girls are entertained, we said, actually, you know what? That's a very good opportunity for us to go downstairs in the cellar and clean up the cellar. Because you guys, the amount of shit we have, we had, because no longer, in that cellar was just appalling. Appalling. We've been living in this house for 5 years. I have never seen more than a quarter of the floor from that cellar ever. Ever. So yeah, that was that. Anyway, we ended up cleaning the cellar and there's so much space, and then all of a sudden we stumble upon my old diamond painting. My husband was like, listen, I fully support you with all your crafts and all your everything. That's fine, not a problem. But are we still gonna keep this one? Because you haven't touched it in like 2 years. I don't know how many drills have fallen off the canvas. I don't know if the canvas is still sticky because it's been sitting there and gathering dust, especially in a cellar, imagine. So what are we going to do with it? Are we going to throw it away or are you going to work on it? I was like, okay, let me try to work on it. And because we live in an age of digitalization and AI and, the phones listen to us when we talk, I started getting um, ads from diamond painting companies. And I stumbled across Dreamer Designs and some other German companies. And then all of a sudden, I see Diamond Art Club. And you guys, that was the end. That was the beginning of my latest obsession, which is Diamond Art Club. Mind you, that is end of March by now, right? So I pick up the diamond painting, I sit on it and I was like, God damn this, I will finish this. And I did. I finished this, and by the 1st of May, it was already finished, it was sealed, it was framed, and I gifted to my friends. And they were so happy. The canvas is super amazing. And now it hangs in their living room, so it's very well loved. Love it. But for me, it sparked a love for a company that I have since then grown to love even more because of their principles, their whole approach, their customer service, the way they treat their customers, the fact that they have designs from artists that are only licensed with them, so they pay their artists. There's no stolen work. All 10 across the board. 100%. And since then, so end of March till today, which is the beginning of June, so about roughly 3.5 months, I want to say, I have accumulated over 150 canvases from Diamond Art Club alone. Yeah. Do I have a problem? It's not a problem. I love it. It makes me happy. It helps my mental health. And if it does all of that, that's fine by me. So, my husband says, you know what, it's your money. You do whatever you want. I really don't care. And right now, I have received even more support from him because I have outgrown the space in my office to stash all of my canvases. So I had to move all of them to the cellar. So we have bought some, some storage racks and all of that. So he's going to build them all, and I'm going to store my stash over there. So I'm thinking of probably doing a what's in my stash once I, set them all into those racks. By artists, because I definitely have my favorite artists with Diamond Art Club, from which I have many, many, many canvases. So we're going to go through that definitely. But yeah, this has been my journey with diamond painting. And since then, what can I say? It just makes me happy. I look happier, right? Every time I get maybe 10 minutes, I just diamond paint. And what has influenced me even more and just pushed me even more to work was that my eldest daughter, Meda, is absolutely in love with diamond painting as well. She's currently working on her canvas by herself, which makes me so incredibly proud, because it's not that she's working on my hobby. No, it's an exercise for her to focus, to pay attention to details, to, work with detail work, and, all of that. I mean, it's an exercise definitely for kids, 100%. And especially since with Diamond Art Club and the certain designs, um, it makes them happy to see so many colors. It makes them happy to feel the fulfillment of doing something. You see something being accomplished with your own hand. It gives them a sense of pride, and that's what I want to build in her. Yeah, what can I say? It's for me, it's an all-around amazing hobby. Um, it also comes into combination with one of my other favorite hobbies, which is reading. And let me just show you, what do I mean by that? I mean, you can definitely see, yeah, those are my books. I have, I think, over 700 books by this time, and I'm reading quite a lot. What lock? With reading quite a lot. So, yeah, combination audiobook, diamond painting. You just zone out. You are meditating. I just love all of that. Makes me happy. Makes me happy, you guys. Makes me happy. Yeah, so that is my journey with diamond painting. Okay, so as you can see, I changed the angle a little bit because I felt like the old angle was a little bit weird. So I'm still getting the hang of all of this angles and lighting and what have you. So bear with me, guys. And I think you can see what I'm working on even better than before. So that's nice. But I'm still sitting in a weird angle. Anyway, what we're talking about? Myself. Yes. So what else? I have two cats. They're both Scottish Folds. So if you know of Scottish Folds, you know they are these very cute cats that have these folded ears. If you search for them on Google, you will find they're these with the folded ears. They look like owls. Yeah, they're really cute. I have two of them, a girl and a boy. The girl is Misha, and she is, I think she turns 11. Yeah, she actually is born on the same day as me, so 22nd of July. One of the reasons why I bought her, obviously. She is a Scottish Fold. She's a blue point. She's quite small for a cat. She's about 3 kilograms only, but she's 11 years old. She's fully developed, right? But she's just small. But what she lacks in physically, she makes up for in personality. She is the feistiest you will ever see. She hisses everyone. She has accepted my husband to pet her after 5 years. After 5 years. Not to mention that for my girls, she barely tolerates them, right? So, what can I tell you? Us, Leos, we have this personality thing, right? So that's her. She's doing very well, even if she's a geriatric cat. And yeah, she's my spirit animal. I love her to pieces, and she's been with me for the better part of my journey in Germany. So yes, she's part of my life completely. My other cat is a boy. His name is Argo. He's also a Scottish Fold, and he is a silver Scottish Fold. So if you search again online, you will see that these silver cats are basically white, but they have black fur going through the white, so it gives you the feeling that it's actually silver. He's very cute. He is the most amazing cat you will ever meet. He loves everyone. He wants everyone to rub his belly. That's what he always loves and wants. He's very talkative. And he has the kindest, gentlest eyes. I will insert pictures for you guys to see the cats. And I think throughout our videos, they will make appearances. You'll most likely hear Argo talking to everyone. He just screams in the house. He turned 10 last month, so he's also quite old. And for Scottish Folds, they're they're fossils, guys. This breed of cats, should I just time up? This breed of cats has a lot of health problems, right? Because the gene that gives them the folded ears is basically an anomaly. So it's not a normal gene. And this gives them different illnesses, either with it's usually with their joints, their bones. They're very fragile. They're in a lot of pain usually. That's why it's super important to breed this type of cat correctly. So you will never breed two Scottish Folds with folded ears, because you will get extremely sick kittens, and they will faster. So we don't want that, right? Therefore, my cats have been neutered from the very beginning. I actually bought Misha way before I had Argo. So she was neutered before she was 1 year old. And then I bought Argo. Then he went into heat one time, and then I neutered him immediately, right? So we never ran into the situation of them, breeding or having to separate them because they're in heat or whatever. So we were safe on that front. But yeah, those are my cats. What can I say? I love them to pieces, but they're old. And just like, any old organism that lives on this planet, they get old, and it's very difficult for them. Argo has a problem now where he forgets where to go to the toilet, and it's not the nicest thing, but I understand. It's age. He gets senile. But yeah, he's still such a cute cat. He still loves. He has such a cute relationship with Meda. They love one another. He's so happy when she comes home from kindergarten. He comes downstairs and sits with her and rubs her head, and he wants her to rub his belly and pet him, and she really, really loves him, and they sleep together all the time. It's just the cutest thing. Yeah. So that's all about my cats. But I've actually, I've grown up around animals. I used to have a dog when I was very little, but living in an apartment, in a 2-bedroom to 1-bedroom apartment with my parents, it was, not the greatest for the dog. So we gave her away because she was suffering inside an apartment. So she needed a garden, she needed to run, and we gave her to someone who had those facilities. But then when I grew up, during the summer holidays, I used to spend my summer holidays at my grandparents' country house. So we used to have a lot of dogs there and cats and so on, because in Romania, the summer holidays last for 3 months. Yes. So, you go on the summer holiday on June 15th, and then school starts on September 15th. So it's basically 3 months for the whole summer where your parents need to find something for you to do. And obviously, It's not like, you can take a vacation from work for 3 months. No, every year. No, that's impossible, obviously. So especially in the 90s, right, in the post-communistic Romania, there was no way in hell you could take so much free time and still have a decent living, right? I think I might, if you're interested, I might even do another Whip and Chat where we discuss more tough subjects, like how it was in communist Romania and then post-communist Romania, because it's not actually that long ago. It was in '89 when we had the revolution, so not that long ago. But that's for another day. For today, we talk about fun stuff. Right, so we're done with this color. Let's move on to the other color, to the next color. So, if you are wondering, what are these here? These are these Elizabeth Ward's type of containers, which I have many of. I actually went on a kick recently where I bought so much storage. So much storage. It's not even funny. But one thing about me is that I like to have options. I like to have variety. I like to be able to pick things. I like this thing. Yeah, I like this life. It's called being an adult, right? Where you have adult money, where you can buy whatever you want. That's what we love. Responsively. Okay? Responsively. Anyway, so yeah, I was on this kick of buying a lot of storage because I wanted to kit up so many canvases. And I was like, no, I have to be very focused and only work on maybe 2 canvases. And then I'm going to work. And then, guys, Nicole from Shire Shenanigans. So if you don't follow her, go give her a follow. She's amazing. I really love the way she talks. Came up with this idea of 26 for 26. And then I just sat there thinking, how in the hell am I a reader? And I did 25 for 25. And this year I'm doing 26 for 26, but books. And I never thought of doing it for diamond painting. How? Anyway, so she has triggered, nice, this challenge where you basically kit up 26 canvases and you work on them for the whole year. You don't have to finish 26 canvases. That's not what this challenge is about. It's literally about putting drills down on 26 canvases. And if you finish one, you kit up another one and so on. Right, you get the gist. So I was like, wow, this is brilliant. This is amazing. I want to do that. Will I ever kit up 26? No, hell no. I don't live in a mansion, in a castle. I don't have that much space. We live in a house, we have 5 bedrooms and everything, but it's limited. It's not just me in this house. My husband has his own hobbies, his 3D printer. Oh, basically, so if you're asking me about these things, they're printed by my husband. I'm supporting the hobbies of my husband because he supports my hobbies, We have a very nice relationship like that. Anyway, coming back. So we were thinking, how am I supposed to do this? I went through my entire stash of kits and I said, which one screams at me, makes my heart jump with happiness? And I had like 15. I kitted up Let me have a quick check. I think we're at 10. I have a list. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 10. Two of which, actually three. Three of which I have been working on. So I have Fairy of Dreams. I have Crystal Haven downstairs, which is like 3/4 done, by the way. Guys, that will be my first ever DAC finish. Oh, cannot wait. And then I have Pastel Garden from Oraloa, which I had to pause because I started working on Fairy of Dreams here upstairs in my office. So what I'll basically do is I will constantly have two kits being worked on constantly. One will be downstairs in the living room because that's the kit I usually work on during the evenings. So after the girls go to bed, me and my husband come downstairs and we maybe watch something on TV, maybe a TV show or a movie or something like this. And I don't watch, I listen. So, I watch this. And I'm fine with that, and he's fine with that. It's all good. And so I have that canvas going downstairs. So upstairs in my office, I have Fairy of Dreams currently. And the plan is for me to work on Fairy of Dreams for the whole month of June, because I am really curious how much can I get done working on a canvas every day, because I'm literally working on it every day. I'm really curious. I might not finish it in 1 month because it's a really big canvas. It's impossible for me to finish it in 1 month. I have a job. I have a 9-to-5 job. I have 2 kids. I have a house, a husband, extracurricular activities that I have to. No, it's just not realistic. I know we all love to live in pink worlds, but sometimes we have to come back down to the gray one. So I'm working on this one here, and then downstairs I have Crystal Haven, and then I have an additional 7 that I have kitted up, and they are currently on hangers. The drills are in different storage systems, and I want to kit up, I think 3 or 4 more. But I'm waiting for still many orders from DAC to come in, not to mention the anniversary one and so many others. But I want to kit up a Jaded Gem Shop one, and I think I'm going to kit up Serenity from Jade, because Serenity is just, if you're a 90s baby, you know the love we all have for Sailor Moon, because that Sailor Moon is just, especially in Eastern Europe, Sailor Moon was life. We used to hurry, we used to run back from school to go home and watch Sailor Moon because it was airing at, I think it's either at 2 or 3 p.m. I don't remember exactly, but I know that at a specific point in time, I was in front of the TV watching Sailor Moon. So yeah, you can imagine I have to do that. And then I also want to work on a Mel's diamond painting. Her canvases are just, the designs are absolutely amazing. As far as I know, this is AI work, I know, but I'm one of those people that I work with AI on a daily basis. I work in IT, so for me AI is on a regular today. I appreciate artists that disclose the fact that they use AI, and if I like the design, I will buy it because it is my own decision. If it's my own decision, that's fine. But what I appreciate is artists that are transparent and say, yes, I use AI, whether to render my work, or, change some details, or make the design more crisp, or whatever, what have you. That doesn't mean that I don't support human artists. Obviously I do, because I don't even, from my stash of 150 plus canvases, I don't think I have maybe 10, not even, AI designs. So I think we're fine. I'm still 98% supporting artists, right? But yeah, that's the plan. And I want to, probably my next video, depending on when the orders from DAC come in, we don't know. Probably my next video will be me showing you guys all of the canvases that I have kitted up so far, and the ones that I plan to kit up next. And probably I will also kit up one of the canvases with you guys, doing a whip and chat. By the way, I think I mentioned this in the beginning of this video. I might change the name of these types of videos, because chatting involves two people at least. That's a chat. Now I'm basically chatting with the mirror, the wall, the window, the storage system. Not another person. Or maybe I'm chatting with the cat, but she's sleeping. She's like, Mom, what the heck? Anyway, I might change the name of these videos to maybe Whip and Monologue. I know the naming sucks. I know. It's not as catchy as Whip and Chat, but I don't know. Makes more sense to me. Anyway, I will think about this one. You'll probably see the name of the video, and you would have seen already the decision that I've made. We'll wait and see. What else? So we talked about myself. We talked about my plans on diamond painting. Yeah, so I think I mentioned that for the entirety of June, I'm planning on only working on Fairy of Dreams here in my office. But then after that, so starting with July, I will be spinning a wheel, because I have seen this I've seen this being a practice among the community that has, the people that have decided to follow and participate in this 26 or 26. And you know what? I was actually quite intrigued by this idea, because at first I was thinking, maybe I will work on kits as I see fit, if I'm in the mood for, something like a cozy Christmas, or I'm in the mood for something like a witchy greenhouse, or maybe a home bunny, or actually, I know myself. I'm a mood reader at heart, and most definitely I'm a mood diamond painter. So in order to be able to work on multiple kits and actually work on multiple kits, I think I need to take myself out of the equation. And I do that by spinning a wheel and leaving everything to fate, to chance, to whatever you want to call it. So I will put all of the kits, after I'm done kitting everything up that I want and will ever possibly want for now. And I will put them in a wheel, and I will spin the wheel every week. I think I will do it every Sunday, and we'll see where we land. What will be the kit that will be worked on for the rest of the week? Granted, downstairs I will be having a very consistent whip, because usually downstairs I work on whips which are presents, or I want to gift them to other people or to my daughters, or I do them for, family. So in that regard, I have quite the backlog, because I've bought a canvas from DAC for my husband called Astronomer. If you search for it on DAC, you will see it's a very big canvas, is highly confetti heavy, but it's absolutely amazing. And what I want to do is I want to buy enhancements from DP with sparklers. But guys, tell me, how in the situation do we pay 80 euros, 80 euros of shipping cost for like a, I don't know, 300 euro value diamonds? Will I pay it? Hell yes. Do I like it? Hell no. Anyway, like I said, adult money, adult responsibilities, adult decisions. So I want to do that. I want to buy these enhancements for that kit in particular, because I think with the enhancement it will look even nicer. And I don't know, I want to give back to him something that I think he will like. He really liked the canvas. He's not into diamond painting, obviously. He does support me, and I really want to show my appreciation for his support, and that's my way of doing it. So that's one of the canvases that I want to work on. Then, during the DAC anniversary, they released I think it was in the last day, they released a diamond painting. I don't remember the artist, but I will insert a picture here, called Paris Shopping District. Now, I have a friend who is Meda's godmother, and she is absolutely in love with Paris. And when I saw that canvas is so chic and so calm and so relaxed, not in your face, but so, I don't know, it screams elegance. I said, oh, this is my friend. Yes. I bought it. I wouldn't have bought it for myself, no. But I bought it for her, and I said, listen, I found this canvas, and when I saw it, I said, this is just you. I haven't shown her the canvas, so hopefully she will like it. Otherwise, I would be really weird. But I will work on that canvas for her, and I think I will give it to her on her birthday. Granted, her birthday is in November, so thank God for that. So I still have time to work on other canvases before I get to hers. But that's on the backlog too. Then what else? I think Meda wants me to work on another one. So there was one called Alice in Wonderland, and I think it was by Steve McAdams. I don't remember. I will insert a picture anyway. But it's this canvas right here. She loves Alice in Wonderland. She discovered it recently, and she listens to it on her Tony. And I really like that she has discovered Alice, because Alice in Wonderland is one of these stories that sparks your imagination, that tells you to dream big, dream outside of the box. Even if it's crazy, if you like it, it's fine. That's all that matters. You need to, trust yourself and just be confident with who you are. I mean, these are all concepts that you understand when you're older, obviously. But the fact that she is drawn to this story today gives me a sense of, wow, this kid has a lot of potential. And I want to, encourage that. And I think I will encourage that by, doing this diamond painting for her. In any case, she really loves diamond painting. She has her own canvas downstairs. She works on it sometimes with me downstairs, and it's a really nice, I think I mentioned, it's a really nice activity for kids, for girls and boys alike. So it's not like, oh, this is like such a girly thing. No, 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 no. There are so many boys working and doing diamond painting, and to me, it's mostly an exercise for, especially for kids, where they can when they can practice focusing, they can practice being attentive to details. You know, they can practice holding the pen correctly and just doing these little tiny movements. To me, it's like a meditation, obviously, but we're adults. But for kids, it gives them a sense of completion, a sense of pride to work on something and to see the fruit of your labor immediately. That's one of the things that I really like about diamond painting, is that you work on something and you work on something, and then after a couple of hours, you just stand back and you look at it like, whoa, I diamond painted a fish. I diamond painted a book. I diamond painted a cat. Whatever, right? It gives you such to me, it gives me such happiness. That's why I really love this hobby, and I'm really happy that she likes it too. So I want to encourage that. I think I will work on Alice in Wonderland, coming back to our initial subject. I think I will work on that pretty soon. But let's see. Let's see what I decide to work on downstairs when I finish Crystal Haven. Like I said, I think it will be done by the end of this month. That's the goal. That's the goal. Let's see. Right. So, guys, I think that's all for today. As you can see, the sun is going down. It's getting quite dark outside, so I think we can wrap this up. I will be, like I said, sharing this monologue on the channel. I would very much appreciate it if you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. As you can see, we are at the very beginning of my channel, but I really hope to, grow, and we can share the love for diamond painting. We can share the love for books. We can share the love for different kinds of arts and crafts and hobbies. I really like to be part of this community, and I want you guys to be with me on this journey. Yeah, I want to thank you for sticking around with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.